Just a few years ago, Ford decided to bring back an iconic, a classic Ford name that used to be on a car that either you loved or you didn't love way back in the late 60s, early 70s Ford era. So Ford brought back the Ford Maverick, but not as like a smaller Mustang, sporty two-door coupe. No, they brought it back as a pickup truck, and not even a real pickup truck. Though seems like a great vehicle, it's not what I thought the Ford Maverick should be. I thought if they were going to bring back the Ford Maverick, bring it back exactly the way it was, a smaller two-door sports coupe to compete with stuff like Subaru BRZ, the Toyota GR86, the Miata, even though it's kind of a little bit smaller. But even the Supra, in a sense, even though Supra is kind of like at Mustang level in terms of performance, but size-wise, it's smaller. So, but a smaller, sporty coupe, that's what I thought it should have been. And sadly, it never came to be. So I thought, maybe it's time someone should be a hero, step up, take one for the team, and make something that Ford would not make. And I'm like, well, I ain't much of a graphic artist. I don't do much design, but there's a super useful modern tool I can use to help me reincarnate the original Ford Maverick. So with the help of AI and AI art generators, I'm going to go ahead and resurrect the original Ford Maverick as a modern day two-door sports car. Let's see what happens.
Let's have some fun on Karz Created.
Okay, so the art generator that I am using for this is Blue Willow, and you can access that by using Discord. So we're going to go ahead and go over to Discord now, and this is what you see. Obviously, we want something that looks like a Mustang-ish, right? It's got to have some Mustang flair, but I don't really want it to look like a Mustang. I want the Mustang to look like the Mustang. I want the Maverick to look like a Maverick. But what does a Maverick look like if it was actually a two-door car? Well, I would imagine it looks something like a Toyota GR86 with some type of Ford styling. So let's go ahead. Let's try typing that in. So we're going to go ahead and type in our prompt here, and we're just going to go and do easy. GR, or how about Toyota GR86 with Ford style front end. Yeah, let's see what happens. Gotta give it a second to generate the image here. All right, here we are. So this is what it comes up with. It looks more like a GR86. This is definitely more Toyota, hardly any Ford styling here. I think we need to make some adjustments with our wording there for the generator. So let's go, no worries there. Let's go back. Let's type in Toyota GR86 Ford front, and maybe we'll type in something with Mustang. Ford Mustang styling. How about sports car? I mean, that's what it is. It's a sports car, but hey, we'll just throw that in there, see what happens. Sports car realistic, even though it is giving me realistic renderings. Say any more keywords, maybe it'll help with our results. Who knows? Let's see what happens. Should be popping up here any second now. All right, here we go. Okay, so this has done something interesting. Wow, okay, it has given us some Ford styling, sort of, like right here. This looks like Mustang-ish taillights, and the roof line, actually the body lines are Mustang. Very Mustang. Wow, okay. This one up here has kind of like Mustang-ish headlights, definitely a Ford front end, like a Ford Focus front end, but like with some Mustang vents on the quarters here. This looks very Ford-ish on the front end. Looks like a Focus. Wow, but that's like a two-door car. That is awesome looking, man. That is pretty sweet. Okay, so we're on the right track here. I'm gonna play around. I want to see if it can come up with any more I like this one, but I love what it's done with the taillights, but we're not going with Mustang. So we want some Mustang styling, but the taillights are a huge Mustang styling. So we're going to veer away from that one. We're going to focus on this one right here. We're going to see if we can come up with any more versions of that one. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask it to give me more variations of that particular render. See what happens. All right, it should be popping up any moment now. Here we go. And let's see what we got. All right, so it's come up with a few more variations. Let's see. I don't know if it's really done a better job. So this one, it gave it a Supra roof, so it's less Ford now. It still has like the Ford Focus-ish front end, but it's got a Supra roof. So now it kind of looks like a Supra with a Ford Focus front end. Not really what I was hoping for. So let's go ahead and change gears and let's type in a different prompt to see what we can get. So this was something I was playing with earlier. Let's see here. And what do we get? What do we get? All right, so this is what we get. So let's see here. Some interesting renders here too. So this top one's very Mustang, very, very Mustang. You know, the funny thing is I had used this earlier, but even if it's the same words, the results can change every time it renders a set of words. So these are not quite what I saw earlier. So let's go ahead and we are going to ask it to re-render everything again because I wasn't really happy with those results. Let's see what we get the next time around. All right, what did we get this time? Okay, so these are interesting. These are interesting because now it's more Toyota. So like this top one's kind of cool, right? So it's definitely a Mustang roofline. The rear end's much shorter than a Mustang. It's more like pushed in. The front end, this front area right here is Mustang. The headlights are, and the front end's kind of Focus mixed with like a Toyota front end. So that's a cool combo. These kind of look like a GR86 as is, or like a BRZ. So these don't look that much different. This one right here. Wow. Okay. So I think I need to play around just a little bit more. I'm going to modify the one we were just using. I like the results I did get, just not exactly what I was looking for. Let's see, 2020 Toyota GR86. Maybe we'll take that out. 2020 Toyota GR86. We'll keep 2020 Ford Mustang. Let's type in front end. Maybe add Ford Focus RS, because I like that styling it was doing. Looked very Ford Focus RS-ish. Red sports car, realistic. Yeah, let's see what we get this time around. All right, so what we got? Whoa. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, so these are definitely interesting. That's pretty cool. It's like almost kind of like the original Escorts, if you will, right? Because it's got like a Focus front end, small rear wheel drive, 2-door car. That is awesome looking. So it's got like the S550 taillights going on in the back, like 18 and up taillights. I love the styling, but I didn't want it to take too much Mustang styling. The front end looks very Focus-ish. Oh, wow. That is awesome. I love that so much. God, and actually this car right here. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh my goodness, with the green and the red accents. Oh my God, Ford, why haven't you made this? Just imagine something like that. Oh my God. So I've been playing around with this for quite some time now. I mean, I probably should have spent my time doing other things, but I have gotten so caught up in this. And I finally had it render something I think will be perfect for what I am envisioning. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you exactly what it rendered. So this was the original image it spit out. And you can see here that there's some imperfections in the body lines, like right here, it's not right. You know, it's a little goofy here. weird things here. I'm not sure what's going on, but I really like the proportions of this. I think this is kind of like the best one. I just like the way it looks. And it's just for like an idea. It's just a concept render of what this would look like. So the front end has this Focus RS-ish thing going on, right? It's got like Focus headlights, Focus grill, RS grill, but right here, these soffits, these corner vent scenarios, this is like a 18 and up S550 Mustang. So that's your Mustang styling right there with that, and your marker lights. So that's very Mustang. This body line here is very Mustang. These rear quarters are very Mustang. But it doesn't look like a Mustang. The roofline kind of has a Mustang curve going to it. But I love how it rendered these front ends. So you like got this straight line here, and then it goes into the arches, blends into like a bulge in the wheel arches. That is really cool. It's got this hood line, like you do see on the S550 Mustang, that kind of tapers down right here into the headlight. That is really cool. It's got a little vent going on here, kind of like almost like GT350 thing going on. Yeah, I really like this render a lot. So of course it's not perfect, and I need to make it perfect. So with that, I have spent many hours tweaking, adjusting lines, making sure all of this looks right. And I think I've finally come up with my own version of this, and it is, bam, right there. This is your Ford Maverick ST. How about that? There you go. I tweaked everything, added a proper Ford badge here, a little ST logo. I tweaked some of the lines, make sure everything was good. And man, isn't that something? Just imagine having this car with something like it's in my HPP EcoBoost Mustang, the Focus RS 2.3 in this car. So you got to think it's probably going to be a few 100 pounds lighter even than just EcoBoost Mustang being a smaller car. So you got weight savings, you got 300 horsepower, rear wheel drive, manual transmission. Oh my God, Ford, why? Why couldn't you have done this? Goodness me. Oh man. With the power of AI, I have done the unimaginable, at least as far as Ford's concerned. I have created a proper version of what the Ford Maverick should have been, a small, modern, two-door, rear-wheel drive, sports coupe. So now I've just made myself want this car so much more, and it will never exist, unfortunately. It would always exist in our minds, in our hearts forever, and in our dreams, as we will forever wish we had a Ford Maverick ST. So there's that, having some fun with some AI art generators and generating cars that never exist. So I think I may have a little bit more fun with this. Do you have an idea or suggestion what car I should do next? Maybe resurrect another car from the dead and bring it back in a modern way using AI? Let me know in the comments what that car should be. But if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with everyone you know. If you want to see more content like this and you haven't already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, keep a lookout for the next true car enthusiast video.